Yeah. Ooh, look. Underwriters. This is good. Organic Valley, Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, Jones Dairy Farm, Wisconsin Potato, Homegrown Potatoes, New Glarus Brewing Company, Conscious Carnivore, and of course, PBS Wisconsin. How was that?
Luke, that was perfect.
Was it?
You did a great job.
The quick and dirty underwriter card. Yeah. Yep. I figured I'd just read it out loud, help people along in case they didn't see it. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in.
I'm Arthur Ursing. This is Luke Zahn.
Yeah.
Welcome.
If you just finished watching the first episode of Wisconsin Foodie Live, thanks. We really, really appreciate your support. Tonight we're live at the Driftless Cafe.
Every Thursday, baby.
Every Thursday. And Thursday's burger night. And tonight we actually had some Wisconsin Foodie fans travel to come here and just hang out and be part of the magic. And we are so thankful for them for doing that and coming out and getting outside in the wintertime. That's kind of an endeavor these days.
Maybe Jim, come over. Peek.
These folks over here.
Oh yeah, well, let's bring them all over here. Jim, come on. So Jim's been with us forever. He's one of our biggest proponents of the live stream. Jim, this is Jim Chapman. Everybody, Jim, say hi.
Hi.
See, yeah. You too can come down and be a part of this this experience. It's just it's fantastic to see our fans here and our friends and people coming out.
What's ahead?
Yeah, so if you just watch the show, thank you so much. I mean, Kinship, that episode alone, I know touched Luke and I in all the different ways.
Hold on, Arthur. This lovely couple also traveled here. Thank you so much.
You bet, too.
Bend down here. Let's see. Right here. Look, this is it. Say
camera,
hi.
Yeah.
You're looking in this camera right here. Hi.
Say hi to the internet.
Yeah. There you go.
Awesome, guys. Thanks
Fantastic.
For coming over. Well, that was fun. I feel like these live streams take on the vignettes, and I can't help but go automatically because I was a kid of the '90s. I feel a little bit like we do our own Wayne's World production every Thursday night.
One of these nights I'm going to have an agenda that we can follow, a script that we know we're going to talk about. But until then, this is just freestyle. This is free form. Luke and I.
Kind of like my sick bars at the end and the credits. Thanks for that. I was really, so maybe you know this, maybe you don't. I don't usually have the luxury or the opportunity to view the episodes, most of them, predominantly. If there's like spots that are tricky when Arthur's going through and editing the season, then he'll ask me, like what makes sense here? Or do we need to do a bridge, a voiceover? But by and large, I see them when you see them. So when I saw that tonight, I was like, oh man, I just remember like my flow really working in that kitchen and having such a good time with Shania and all the good folks at Kinship. And then I was like, well, not everything you do makes the edit. And then to see it in the credits, I felt so vindicated, man.
Love it. Anytime you're singing, anytime you got something like that going, we're going to fit it in there.
Most of the time is when I have that going. Yeah, that's kind of my default. Like,
right.
We get going with it. How's life been?
Life's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, life's great. Before we get rolling, I really want to shout out all of our sponsors that help make the show possible. The Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, Organic Valley, we've got Jones Dairy Farm, also the Wisconsin Vegetable and Potato Growers Association, New Glarus Brewing, Conscious Carnivore, and Friends of PBS Wisconsin. Ooh. Man, these are the people responsible for the show. We are forever grateful for all those fine folks.
Yeah, and I will say, I think I was actually just talking about it this week with the fan. Like, we kind of really do have the best job in the state of Wisconsin. And it's funded by those wonderful entities that believe in the work that we do, capturing and telling stories.
Right.
Because those stories, they build identity, right? The one thing that, if this season taught me anything, we all have food in common. Everybody eats. And so, all 13 of these episodes that'll come out, it's really different perspectives on what the act of eating looks like. And did you have any, on that note, what were your takeaways from this episode? What did Kinship open your eyes to?
It actually really wanted me to, it opens your eyes to what's going on in a city sort of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You'd have no idea, right? I think we are so connected to the restaurant world or to, I don't want to say fine dining. I want to say that, when you think of a foodie, you think more of fine dining, But the things that are going on behind the scenes with trying to get fresh food to people that are in need, paired with the cafe, there's so many different elements that Kinship is a part of, and their tentacles are so deep within the community. That's impressive to me. That hit me the hardest. Plus, the volunteerism is something that's really close to my heart. I'm a consummate volunteer, probably a little too much.
Yeah.
But the amount of energy going into Kinship and the volunteers there, man, it just makes your heart sing just watching these people work. And sometimes there's just no discretion between the customers and volunteers, and you just it's a beautiful thing they've got set up. How about you?
I really felt like, honestly, and I'm going to say this with a little bit of vulnerability. Some things in the world just don't really make sense to me right now, and I think for a lot of people, it hasn't made sense for a long time. What I loved specifically about the Kinship episode was that it was community showing up, and like, there's no one coming to save us. This is how we save ourselves, by showing up, by doing the work, by amplifying voices, and really just trying to help people connect with their friends and neighbors. I mean, I see that as being a really integral role in all of this. Being storytellers, man. We need good stories of good communities doing good things to kind of buoy us in these really uncertain times. And I really felt that at Kinship, and it stayed with me, honestly.
How about Cole and the farm? I mean, talk about that impact of growing 22,000 pounds of produce.
Yeah.
But that food traveling basically from like midday to later afternoon to the food center, and people being able to shop and buy and utilize that food within a couple hours.
Yeah.
That is just, wow, it's impressive. It's just so impressive to see.
It's beautiful. And I was actually having a conversation today with a friend of mine, and she's a farmer. She was, we were talking about like, what does the future of the American food system look like? Big question. And honestly, it really does come down to folks like Cole, people who grow food for their community and looking out for their community through that act. It's no surprise. Like, World War II in America, people were growing victory gardens, right?
Oh, yeah.
Those are being utilized to feed people around them, not just their own families. So for me, that felt like a little bit of a blueprint. And Cole and the staff out there, like they're just doing a fantastic job. I would challenge any farmer in the state of Wisconsin, if you really want to see what you can do with 3 acres, it's really, really impressive. And then the teams of people that show up to volunteer.
Yeah.
Because they just, I personally believe that most humans are inherently good and they just want to help. And so seeing that come to life and fruition at Kinship was just, it was powerful, man. That was good stuff. It was really, really good stuff.
We've got some folks in the chat here. A lot of people saying hi from Baraboo. People are glad we're back. Love to know what you guys think of the show. What was your favorite part? Is this something that you'd be interested in volunteering for? In a couple minutes here, we're going to bring on some of our the favorites on the show. Everybody was my favorite on the show.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick favorites. The folks that were made available to us, I should say. Vincent, the executive director, as well as Shania, who you saw in the kitchen. They're going to be joining us here virtually, and can't wait to have them on. I mean, what great characters.
Right.
And for 2 folks that really probably didn't know what to expect when we rolled in with cameras, they did such a great job. But it's such a testament to that organization and the energy from the people from the top to the bottom, right? From Vincent all the way down to some of the volunteers. It's just everybody's got this great energy, and that's what really drew me to this episode. It was super infectious, right?
Yeah.
You were there that night when they opened the doors and folks came down into the food center to get food. That energy was just wild.
It was wild, wasn't it? It was so. I mean, when I was just watching the show, for the first time, and just remembering like that room, that whole building was just buzzing, and it was buzzing with all the most beautiful pieces of community.
Mm-hmm.
I think also one of the things that was really, really amazing, specifically for me, I grew up in rural Wisconsin. A lot of folks look like me. To be in Milwaukee, a place that, holds untold mysteries. My family, I never had reason to go to Martin Luther King Drive and be there and be present and like really get to appreciate and enjoy it. And it was so incredible. Like the city of Milwaukee absolutely showed out in this episode, and I felt really lucky, really fortunate to have that perspective. You know.
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, I mean, you really don't spend that much time in the city of Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And you know, somewhere like Martin Luther King Drive, that is you know, that's kind of the epicenter of our city. You know, a lot is happening in that area, and there's a lot of you know, revival in that area. There's a lot of work being put into that area to rejuvenate it, to bring back that life that it once had. And you know, I love that perspective from you, just to go there. I mean, that's where the Kinship Cafe is, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, when you first arrived, what was going through your head? You know, coming from, you know, somewhere like Viroqua, stepping into a place like that.
You know, I felt, number one, I felt embraced. Like the space itself is very warm. It's very, very inviting, and it's in a beautiful historical building down there. So you could see that it was put together with care and intention, and like really well suited to bringing people in. But then, and I am going to apologize. The handler that we had,
Amanda,
thank you so much.
the handler.
Yeah, the handler. Like Amanda was there. You know, we filmed this over 3 different segments, basically. And Amanda was there with us every step of the way. So we really did have, you know, production meetings that went very quickly. Like, okay, we want to see this and this and this, and then we're going to go and do this activity, and then we'll take a break, and we'll come back the next day, and we'll do this, and then we'll schedule another time to come and see this aspect. Amanda was flawless in pulling that together.
Yeah.
So I felt like really, I would say really rejuvenated, quite honestly, to be in a part of the city that had that much vitality, had a lot of history, but also like, you know, some of the answers for the problems that we're facing right now, which is just showing up and being good neighbors.
Love that. You know, so tonight, tonight here at, you know, we're going to get to our special guest here in a couple seconds, but let's talk about the cafe right now.
Okay.
So what's happening here at the Driftless? I mean, to reiterate, we're here, we're live, but we didn't close this place down. There's folks here, and
this is Thursday night burger night. So Viroqua is a town of 4,504. If you haven't been, please, we love you. We appreciate you. You know, come see us. But what we do here at the restaurant that's a little different is we try and source a majority of our food within a 90-mile radius of the restaurant. And the reason that we do that is because our small agricultural communities really need that sense of localism in order to, you know, survive the right now, but also to act as a bridge for the future. So we do every Thursday night burgers, which are smash burgers, and we buy local beef. We use local cheese. We get those burgers up there, and $2 of every single burger that's sold, we give to a charity that's located in the community. And this year, because, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty around health insurance, you know, different cuts that have been happening, we actually have a free clinic, or a neighborhood clinic here. It's not free, but you pay for it on a flat basis. And it's really good healthcare professionals. We give them the money this year. And the idea is that they're going to hold
a great idea,
an
man.
account, so that way when folks come in, if they don't have the financial means to cover the cost of their necessary medical treatment, we've got a little bit of a slush fund there supported by the community.
Love that.
Know? It's just trying to make the world a better place one step at a time.
Can people make reservations to come down and sit here and watch us do this live show and watch? Because we watched the episode. So it's burger night. We watched the episode of Wisconsin Foodie here. You know, fans will come in, they'll interact, they hang out, and it's a great opportunity to make this community work, right?
Yeah.
We can try. I love, you know, Jim's here and sitting in a booth, but he made a great comment that there should be a Wisconsin Foodie Day at Kinship where we all bring the fans out. And
that's a great idea.
I love that idea.
That would be really fun. And they would, I'm sure, when we get Vince on here in a second, we could find ways to pull some strings and make that happen. Hopefully, it's not in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
Although,
No.
we're hardy folks. I know that PBS viewers generally are of the hardy
Yeah.
variety.
Yeah.
But no, we would really adore that opportunity to show up and show out and show our appreciation for Kinship.
Well, let's bring our friends on here. This will be the first time we have a virtual guest, so let's cross our fingers. Let's hope it works out for these guys here.
Yeah, IT services are not. While Arthur is fantastic with the camera and even the concept of putting all this together, like that's well above my pay grade.
Look at this. There they are.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up, Shania? What's up, Vincent? Welcome to the show.
Shania,
Good to be here.
how was it seeing yourself in action on TV?
I have brought my family over to watch the episode. They were screaming and stuff.
I'm
You
so
were
glad
so
you did
good, Shania. You were so good.
Thank y'all.
I hope you're ready to make like 1 million buffalo sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like,
I am so ready.
Good. Thank you. Vincent, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic, guys. Thanks so much for. I mean, we're so moved by you highlighting our work, and I'll just say, just seeing the comments in the live stream, the good vibes. But I just want to thank you guys also that.
Yes.
We felt embraced by you guys, and we felt like you got us. I mean, the food brought us together for sure. And that's always that when we both bit into that chili, you know what I mean? Because it can be kind of a get out of the way kind of environment. It's like very crowded. But I think we both were like, oh, wow, this chili is really good tonight, and so I just I felt so grateful by how, we felt seen as well, like by Wisconsin Foodie, and just the love to kind of dig in and see the work we're doing and highlight it. We feel fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Honestly, I think by the time I took that bite of chili, full disclosure, like I'm a huge empath. So when I feel big energy, like coming off of people in situations, like I tend to react to that and I get amplified. I felt like I was just like vibrating, quite frankly. By the time we got to eat that and like have conversations, obviously there's a lot going on, but at the same time, it was all so positive and so wonderful. And the work that you do at Kinship, from the top to the bottom, is truly going to live in my heart forever. I mean, it's really powerful work, and it's work of the people. And I'm so glad to have you guys as neighbors.
yeah.
Thanks.
That's great.
Thank
Vincent,
you.
could you remind everybody how like if people wanted to come and volunteer, where can they go, and how many nights of the week is the food center open for folks?
So it's kinshipmke.org. Kinshipmke.org is our website, and there's like a get involved link there where you can get a monthly sign up genius, which gives you there's about 4 different slots a week on the farm. They're 3 to 4 hour slots. There's thousands of volunteers coming through. I think last year we logged 30,000 hours between our center and our farm. That's wild. But then currently we're open. Our big public market and the drop-in meal center are open twice a week, on Tuesday nights and Saturday mornings. But then we have a couple other volunteer shifts in the center that are it takes about, 50, 60 volunteers to run our center. But then there's usually another 50 volunteers that are coming the day before or earlier that day, to rescue food. We're going around to a ton of grocery stores and bakeries and stuff that's, they're moving in new produce or dairy. And so about 40% of food in the US goes to waste. And a lot of that, it happens in our homes, but it happens in the grocery store, it happens on the farm. And so big part of that for us is making sure we rescue perfectly delicious food and bring it, for the community. But yeah, so go to kinshipmke.org to get involved.
Yeah. Thank you. How is Amanda? I know that I spoke very, very eloquently and quite frankly passionately, because that human showed up and showed out. Really did an amazing job. Can you give me just a quick update?
Yeah, so she does that all day, every day for us. I'm going to start calling her our handler because that is literally she handled Shania and I to get to you guys tonight.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, Amanda.
I was talking to
Kinship had
Amanda
a
all
watch
morning.
party.
So, yeah. So,
Amanda organized a watch party at our office, so a bunch of people came and they made popcorn and they watched and just I mean, I'll just say this, that like what you felt is real. That's what like our staff loves to be together. We show up for each other. It's hard to give what you don't have. And so we're trying to practice that community with one another. And so we eat as a staff, we cook as a staff, we celebrate as a staff. And so, and then obviously we have these tremendous volunteers that are like, part of the fam as well. So, but Amanda's doing great. And I was texting her like, hey man, they're talking about you all over this live stream,
Well, if that doesn't give her a complex, I don't know what will.
Having to deal with Wisconsin Foodie and that sort of level is a challenge in its own. So, credit to Amanda. She's a keeper. She did a great job.
Yeah.
The other one I want to know about is Caitlin. Now, how do you think she fared after watching it? I don't even think she's going to watch that episode.
Oh, no. Caitlin will watch it, but she'll watch it.
Caitlin definitely watched it. She texted me.
She texted you?
Yeah, she said
Great.
I did a great job.
Yeah, you did do a great job. And Caitlin wants to shine the spotlight on the folks that, the up and comers, and there's a ton of young chefs that we're training, and I mean, like even since you guys have been out, there's been new. You met Maddie on the show. I wish we could have highlighted Angel, who's another young chef that's helping run catering now with us, and there's all these up and coming chefs, that and I think that's like probably the thing that Caitlin is most proud of is being able to be a part of those folks' lives and watch them, find their wings or whatever. So she watched. I don't for sure, but Shania is the star for sure. She watched.
That's amazing because deep down at Caitlin's core, she's a teacher, and she is so good at seeing people where they're at, but then also knowing just how to grow them into that next half step that they need, specifically in the kitchen. I really, really appreciated her there, and always like Caitlin Cullen calls, ask you to jump, you say how high.
That's true, man. That's true. I've jumped many times.
Yes,
for Caitlin.
Yes. Janaya, is there anything on the menu right now that's changing? Anything you're looking forward to?
One thing that's on the menu starting next week, one of the newer workforce trainees, she's having a spirit week and we're doing some Reuben rolls. So
nice.
I will be assisting her with helping her roll them. They're in egg rolls, the salad rolls, but the egg rolls. We're gonna fry them up. Yeah. She's really excited about this dish.
Awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that. Dude. I love that. I can't tell you how many people I've talked about Kinship. Like I feel like I've been telling everybody, you got to go to Kinship. You got to go to the cafe. So, hopefully that. The other thing is, we got to get a hold of Milwaukee Public Television. Because I think they dropped the ball this year on Wisconsin Foodie right now, and unfortunately, it's I think we're going to be on in spring. So There's some new folks over there. I don't know if they saw the value in Wisconsin. I don't know what's going on.
But you can always check it out on YouTube, right? And that's kind of the beauty of the day and age we live in.
Yeah, but the more it's I
get it. You're a
I'm from Milwaukee.
guy.
They're from Milwaukee. I mean, it'd have been great to have the show on as well tonight. It's such a great representation of our city. And it's a time like this that we need positive stories of Milwaukee more than ever. And the fact that Milwaukee Public Television, kind of dropped the ball and is not airing something like this is kind of a sad situation because Milwaukee needs to be uplifted. And this is a perfect example of something that's happening in the city that is just so incredible. So hopefully it'll be on in spring. We're in talks with them right now, but the work that you're doing should be put up on every pedestal possible because it's incredible. It's incredible work. Talk a little bit about some fun things to look forward to in the future. I know that last time we were there, we were talking. Just
hello
4 burgers,
sliders.
Yeah, sliders. I want to come. I want to do a Kinship. I want to do a Kinship field trip to the Driftless, man. That looks
Okay.
that's the spot right there. You know?
Wow.
That is amazing. Some pork belly sliders.
Yeah. Trevor's
Whoa.
banh mi inspired sliders. So there's
Yeah.
Oh, the smell is. Whew.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated. That's Eleanor, by the way. But yes, please, let's figure out a way to do that, to collaborate. I have a specific question, like for people who want to help out or get involved. Because I think right now there are a lot of people just kind of confused about the state of the world. Like, what can they do outside of signing up for a volunteer shift to really help the message and the mantra of Kinship?
Well, I think like
one of these to these guys.
If you're near us, come and see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're near us, if you're within striking distance of Central City, Milwaukee on the north side, come and hang out with us. Come to the cafe. It's super important to mention that the folks that we hire at the cafe, we hire mostly folks that are in crisis.
You guys have to somehow share that.
Of the last cohort of 10 that we hired, three of those 10 were unhoused. 7 of the 10 were coming out of like really severe addictions, and so a quarter of the time of every trainee in our cafe, a quarter of their paid time at work is working on themselves. So they're doing group therapy at work. They're doing coaching at work. They're doing financial literacy at work. And so come and see, just come and meet. Like, I think one of the things that we talked about, Luke and Arthur, when you were there, is that we have so many misconceptions about one another. Yeah. And food is a great way to realize like, oh my goodness, like when someone teaches you their grandmother's recipe and for something and gives it to you, all of a sudden the bridge is built and you're like, wait a minute, like. And so a big thing that I would just say is if you're near Kinship, come visit us at the cafe, come drop in at our center. We actually have some exciting things. We're actually going to be building a facility. And so
that's what I was hinting at. That's what I was hoping to hear. So that's great. So how's that coming? We'd love to hear.
It's coming really well. We have a site on the corner of Holton and Locust Street, right in the heart of Harambe, which is where our cafe is also located. And so we're in the early stages of construction, and like we will be coming out like more publicly probably later this year with like a definitive timeline and everything. But like it's going to be Milwaukee's first. We call it a community food center where folks can come for a free public market. There's all kinds, like tonight at our center, they're doing air fryer classes. Like that's happening tonight.
Sweet. You got an air fryer? I love air fryers. I love an air fryer.
So a big box of produce and so if you come back to a couple of these classes, you get a free air fryer. So we use food to build community, cool. Right? Yeah. And we say the food gathers us, the community has the power to transform us. So the center we're building, we're going to launch 2 more businesses in there and be able to hire more folks from the neighborhood. There'll be a teaching greenhouse for coal in there. So there's just a lot of really exciting things that have happened, and we're just kind of riding the wave right now at Kinship.
Go ahead. Sorry, are you looking for more support for the future development of that center? Is that something that you're actively sort of looking for, underwriters, sponsors, donors, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I think I would say that if there's a partner that's interested or someone or someone that's listening live, to reach out to us. I'm Vincent at kinshipmke.org. So Vincent at kinshipmke.org. And, we're always looking for partnerships, like especially like someone that's in the food industry that like wants to highlight some of the work they're doing and build some communion with us and our story. And so I think as far as the campaign goes, we'll have more information on that later this year, but like we're always trying to raise annual support. Like if imagine, Luke, if a third of your employees' time went to working on themselves, it's a hard bottom line, right? But
but it's so
we need to
worthwhile. Like,
yeah, we need to fundraise around all of the crisis work we do. Kinship helps about 100 people find housing a year. 17,000 people come through our doors to shop and get, save money on groceries. We have a drop-in meals site. We definitely always need sponsors and donors, and you can donate at kinshipmke.org.
awesome.
Yeah, please do that right now. I mean, that is what these folks are doing is just incredibly important for the city, and it's a great model for that can be replicated across the country.
Yeah. One last question for both of you. What did you think of my joke? The one that
All ships. Of
all the ships that have sailed into Milwaukee, the one that is most valuable was Kinship.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought that actually, I really had workshopped that in my head for an embarrassingly long amount of time. But
it was a good joke. It was a good joke.
Finally.
I did not know that's how you started off, so it took me by surprise. But I think it won't be the last time we use it. So let's just put it like that. If you see it as a tagline someplace on our merch, don't expect any royalties.
Okay.
I don't. It would do my heart good to know that one of my jokes survived. It's like it's just a process of trial and error, honestly. Hey, thank you so much for opening your doors to us. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Please, as Vincent and Shania have both kind of shown parts of themselves, like this is an organization worth getting behind. And this is how we save ourselves. This is what it means to be a good neighbor.
Love it. And let's try to get them out here. Let's try to get this crew out here this summer and do. Maybe we could do a swap. We'll go down there. They can come up here, and I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I love it.
You can't.
Anyway,
you can't pass one of those smash burgers through the screen.
Yeah.
You guys got to get into those.
This is.
I'll show them. I'll zoom in here.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Come on. We're zooming on in.
Oh.
I like it. Shania, you and I go closer to the screen thinking we're going to get closer. Oh, yes. Oh.
All right.
Tilt it up a little. Tilt it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's right on time.
Yeah. Anyways, here we go. Let's reframe here.
You got it?
I think so. All right.
Yeah, you got it.
Giving directions around the restaurant. Yeah. So this is the pork belly banh mi slider, local pork belly. The pate is on there, local too, and then like y'all, we make our own pickles here as well. So this is our take on a really popular Southeast Asian sandwich with the slider bun.
Wow.
Am I gonna try it?
Let's try it. Let's see.
Get in there.
Wow, and the mustache survived.
That's the
That
one.
was devastatingly good. I mean, it's no buffalo chicken sandwich.
No.
But
Wow.
it's good. That's really good. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. I really appreciate you.
Guys,
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, from the bottom of our heart,
get
thanks
those-
for highlighting our work and for being partners with us. And let's go Wisconsin Foodie to a new season. So we love you guys. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Get those angry buffs ready. They're coming in. Get ready for that, Shania. All right, we'll see you guys.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much. Really
See
appreciate
soon.
you guys.
Thank you.
We've got applause. And I guarantee it's not from my eating. My God. Like, you can't eat these sandwiches and be clean about it, but man, oh man, is that good. I can't wait for you to try it.
Oh,
What's
shoot.
that? Yeah, messy sandwiches, right? Who wants a clean sandwich? Not this guy. Arthur, talk to me about what's the next episode coming out? What do we got?
Oh,
Here, I'll give you a clean one.
okay. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
Next episode. Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah. This was a doctor's office for a while. It was a Sears.
This week on Wisconsin Foodie.
Back in winter, when they announced Top Chef Season 22, Kat Turner was involved, and Kat is originally from Door County. So I reached out to her back in March, and we wanted to put together a dinner, and she's like, you know what, I've got friends also
To be able to come home and cook not only myself, but with, you know, my 3 amazing friends that I made on Top Chef, it's an extremely unique and kind of humbling experience.
Welcome to the first annual Dinner at the Door, and we could not be more delighted than to be joined by these 4 incredible chefs from season 22 of Top Chef. First of all, Chef Kat Turner, our own Door County star, is here this evening. A welcome home to Kat.
Take care. Thank you guys. Drive safely.
Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that was next week's episode. We're going to be up in Door County. It was a really fantastic sort of segment that we did with a Chef Kat Turner, who is a Sturgeon Bay native that left and went to Los Angeles to open up a couple restaurants, highly likely. And she came back to, sorry, Luke, I was just...
no, you're good. Highly likely, yeah.
So she came back to Door County to put on a, well, I should rewind. Kat was a contestant on Top Chef. So, you know, so she went through that process, the season where they were in Canada. She went through that whole process, made it pretty far in the season. And but she came back and decided to connect with James, our friend James, over at the Door Hotel in Sister Bay, and they put on a dinner, 2 nights, 100 people, and it was Kat Turner and some of her friends from Chicago that were also on Top Chef came up to do this dinner, and it was just such a fantastic evening. You know, I had gone up there and spent, I was with Kat probably for 2 days straight, just her and I driving, you know, around the peninsula, picking up ingredients, telling stories, you know, meeting folks that she was, you know, so procuring food from to make the dinner.
Procuring? she was procuring.
Wow. Thanks, Luke.
She was procuring for food. Go on.
No, how about you finish?
No,
I appreciate it. You just finish. Anyways,
anyway,
a really great time. You know, you get to see it next week.
Yep. And it's got some like hidden gems in there, right? Sturgeon Bay. Where we sat down, we shared a prime rib sandwich, as friends in Wisconsin often do.
Greystone Castle.
Greystone Castle.
Anybody here in the chat, have you been to Greystone Castle before in Sturgeon Bay?
If you know, you know. I mean,
seriously,
it's like one of those joints you walk in like, either I have been in here before or I have not been in here before. You know what I found myself doing this week? I found myself writing out lists, like my favorite way to design Wisconsin foodie seasons in my head. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It's a little selfish because it's like, how close in a 2-hour radius can I be to a body of water that I want to canoe? After we wrap the taping, like, you know, I love that. But I got out a map and I started circling areas and storylines that I thought were really, really fun. Because just as soon as this episode, you know, by the time it finishes airing the season, we'll already probably have begun the process of taping the next season of Wisconsin Foodie.
Yes, sir.
So like, you know, Rolling Stones gather no moss. And, you know, this is the time where we get all of the juice together to put together another season. And my gosh, if folks of you are watching at home and you have suggestions or you have stories that you know are really pillars of your community or just a delicious plate of food, please feel free, drop them in the chat box. Go to the Wisconsin Foodie Facebook page, go to our Instagram. We've got a website, you can go there too, but like, let's start putting that into the universe so we can figure out what amazing stories we want to tell next.
Couldn't have said better myself.
Well, we're procuring storylines right now.
It's been a long day. I basically get in the car from Milwaukee, drive straight up 3 hours, get out of the car, set up the live stream, and start talking to you. So, no rest for the wicked. Anyways, well, you guys, thank you so much for watching this week. Thank you for being here with us, and thanks to our fans that actually came to be with us live. Hopefully, you know, next week we'll pack the house, unless we decide that we want to go to Door County next week and do the live stream from the Door.
Wow,
lot to think about.
Thank you, friends. Have a great night. And thank you. We appreciate you, and none of this would be possible without your interest and support. Thank you.